Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we have a reading kind of guided by the Post Malone song Chemical, but also from the Miracle Tarot, we have the Three of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Chariot. And I'm taking this to mean that somebody has been maybe a little too focused on the good times, whether or not they enjoy partying with you, whether or not they enjoy having sex with you. That Ace of Wands is a rose. And I think, especially because there are like phallic undertones to the Ace of Wands, the fact that it's pictured as a rose in this deck, specifically for this reading, is making me feel like this is mistaking good sex for love, right? Thinking that there's something sweet or romantic when really it's just kind of that surface level where you laugh or you party together, other things together, and that's enough. But then we have the Chariot saying, well, if that's actually what you think it is, then why do you think about leaving? Why do you feel like you can't make it work with that person, right? There's something that pushes whoever I'm reading for to think about whether or not that's actually love. So the lyrics from the song are, because I can't let go, it's chemical. No, I can't let go, it's chemical. Every time I'm ready to make a change, you turn around and fuck out all my brains. I ain't trying to find fate, it's too late to save face. I can't get away, maybe there's no mistakes. So there's kind of like a breakdown, right, of perhaps boundaries or even standards. Hi there, Ambit. How are you? So somebody's kind of taking a second look at why they're interested in somebody or why they spend time with somebody. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. Sorry, that's a lot of wind chime time. Happy Monday. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I missed you yesterday, but hopefully my shorts, I posted, I don't know, a couple regular ones along with a ham bone watching the storm. Hopefully those helped to tide you over until today. Let's start with the Fairy Lenormand and see what else we have about this napalm lover situation. Isn't that what's his name? Now I can't think of his name. Waiting on the world to change guy. I think he said that about Jessica Simpson. Alrighty. We have number 12, the birds, and number 24, love, the heart. This is interesting. Okay, so there's a message of love, right? There's somebody here that is going to, I hope that works for you, Ambit. Sending you some blessings and protection, of course, as ever. John Mayer, thank you, Ambit. You get it. Yes, yes, yes. There's a message of love coming in. And now I'm curious because if this heart card came out, then I feel like there's actually some sentiment here. So it's almost as if somebody has to choose between kind of a more superficial relationship, something that maybe is exciting and maybe you fight a lot, maybe you have great makeup sex, whatever it is, somebody has to choose between something a little bit more sexual or physical and something a little bit more meaningful or false love versus true love. So let's see. We need, I think, the tattoo tarot for this one. Sorry, I just watching Hambone play. All right, what else do we have about this person who thinks good sex equals love? The Ace of Cups. Oh, really? Oh, Ace of Swords in the reverse. So, there's a couple of ways to take this. This particular combination could mean we have literally false love, like I was just saying. It could also mean we had love that somebody disguised or hid, didn't want to communicate. ¿Por qué no las dos? It could mean both. I think somebody's a little confused about their love situation and what love actually means to them or for them. what it looks like to them. I think there's definitely an invitation here with this Ace of Swords card to pay closer attention to one's intuition. That exposed brain that we have in the Ace of Swords in this particular deck specifically refers to somebody who's not just able to use their analytical side of the brain, their power of observation, logic, but also to balance that or fold it in with their discernment and intuition. So, this is wisdom that is founded not just in data, but also leveraging your intuition, which isn't like, my feelings told me this was true. You know, some people go a little too far with that, but being able to find the right balance of them working together, right? Hello, Louie. How are you doing? Nice. And then we have the Emperor in the reverse. So this tells me that perhaps our Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords combo, which by the way is kind of significant in itself because there's only 4 aces in the 78 card deck, and 2 of them came out together. It really does tell me though that we have somebody here who did not stand up for what they want or what they feel. Okay, because if we had the Emperor in the upright, then we would have somebody that knows how to speak their truth. There's either a very manipulative energy here and or somebody who doesn't feel empowered to speak their truth or admit how they truly feel about somebody. Two of Pentacles. We now have 3 of 4 aces. 6 cards out of 78. I don't know if I have any mathematicians out there that want to tell me what the likelihood or the probability is that that would happen. But it's not high. Okay. Remember at the beginning I said we might have somebody here that mistook a certain kind of love, physical love, as the real thing, or that's as good as it gets kind of vibe. And then there was somebody else that entered this person's life that actually showed them what true love was. But it's like they froze. They were paralyzed from perhaps shock or regret at how they mistook or like misunderstood this person. They felt like they came across as immature or naive, and whatever they did that was, not the greatest. It's like, walking into a room and telling a dead baby joke. You don't know those people. I should have said room full of strangers. Like there's something where somebody did something that was like a faux pas, or they did something where they're like, why did I do that? That was so dumb. I just like totally blew my chance right there. So somebody feels like either they made the wrong choice and made an ass of themselves to the person that showed they were capable of true love, or they were kind of blinded, did something kind of stupid, and the person that they actually did love just kind of, look, this isn't working. This isn't a thing for me, okay? We're not seeing eye to eye here, right? Hello there, Marigolds. How are you doing? Yes, no cowards. Cojones, por favor. All right, what else do we have? We have the Knight of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. So, I don't know, man. I feel like whoever this Emperor in the reverse is who did not speak their truth in terms of how they felt may have been slowly but surely working towards this goal of reuniting or reconciling or getting those balls in order so that they can actually say how they feel about you or this person, right? I don't know who you resonate with, but We have somebody that wants to make amends, somebody who wants to come in from out of or come in from the cold and find a way to make things work. But let me guess, a little bit of difficulty with regards to communication because they have to send this message of love and make it clear that they have learned something. And that's not exactly easy, right? Hey, I know it's been a while. I know I was a complete jackass to you the last time we hung out, and you probably don't have the best opinion of me. But I wanted to just send you a quick text message and let you know that I'm totally in love with you. What do you got to say? Right? Like, you got to have like a decent approach, right? You can't just, I'm back. Looking to be an asshole one more time. How's it going? Like you have to find a way to broach that conversation in a way that comes across authentically, but also I'm not the same person. I've been through some shit. I see things differently. At least that's where I think this is going. Let's make sure, right? Because we've got somebody who wants to make progress and they've been working diligently over a period of time to get to a better position. It's decision time. This emperor, whoever they are, keep in mind, this doesn't have to be masculine energy. This is masculine energy in somebody, but we all have masculine and feminine energy. But we have somebody who has to speak up, right? There is an opportunity approaching, or there has been an opportunity, and there's a time limit on this, right? So somebody might be dealing with a little bit of anxiety here, right? Hello, Debbie. How are you doing? Hello, Tiana. How's it going? Hello, Mohammed. Well, Miss Tiana, we are talking about somebody that maybe was a little too focused on sex in terms of relationships and what love actually means. So we have the devil in the reverse. My. Somebody has recognized that they were sacrificing some of the potential of their life by focusing on the wrong things. For some of you, this is literally acknowledging there was a sexual addiction or obsession, maybe even drinking or substances. There was something here that was holding them back from this true human connection. And they were focused on that wrong element of the relationship, right? For some of you, this is as simple as somebody who stayed in a relationship because they liked how other people looked at the relationship, right? Like, that's a good example. Let's keep names out of it, but let's just imagine, whoever you think is the hottest celebrity out there. If you were to like go on a date with them and talk to your coworkers, talk to your friends, talk to your family members and be like, yeah, so I'm seeing this really cool, famous, hot person. You're probably jealous of me. Tons of money, everything's great. That's the wrong reason to want to be in that relationship, but some people can't not go there, right? The story, the social points, bragging rights, whatever you want to call it. Some people a little too focused on that, right? So we have the Six of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords in the reverse. I'm going to get one more. This looks to me like somebody acknowledging that whatever was holding them back, whatever they were focused on that wasn't really the point of the story, they know that's why things went wrong. They know they were being, I don't know, I'm seeing, what was his character's name? The dude in Shawshank Redemption, when he calls the prison guard or the prison director or whatever his title is, the warden, I think it's warden, he calls him obtuse. I think somebody realized they were being obtuse. They saw the situation wrong. They went after the wrong things. They prioritized the wrong things. And they've recovered from what happened. Like there's been some actual healing here. That Ten of Swords in the reverse in the middle. We have somebody looking up at a sword with their own hand on it. So very much so an acknowledgement that I put myself in this situation, right? Like this was a difficult situation that I could have avoided if I'd made better choices. So this person realizes with this Four of Pentacles that they need to be more selective. They need to be more aware of why they're pursuing an offer, why they're making an offer, why they deny certain offers. What are their motivations, right? We're going to go with the Earth and Bone Oracle next. What's up, guys? You want to say hi? Everybody liked you watching the storm with your cute little tail. Come here. Let's say hi. Hello, my name is Hambone. You have one of my hairs. Is this your favorite deck? This is a card for you, okay, Hambone? Sage, harmony, acceptance, calm, serenity, and patience. Patience for Mom to finish her reading, and then we can snuggle some more. How's that sound? Yeah? Good stuff? All right. Okay. I'm just going to sit right there. It's a little bit awkward, but I think I can make it work. You guys see him? Just like little ears moving. Number 14, faith. Hope, inspiration, cooperation, rejuvenation, admittance, and allow. This is somebody who has the ability to acknowledge, like I said, that they had done something that was really not the right call, right? Something that they could have done differently. And now they have a sense of recovery, understanding what's going on. And I love seeing this Sorcerer card because it very much so makes me think of the autonomy and agency of the Magician, right? Somebody who knows, I know what the issue is, now I can fix it, right? If I had a problem with my outlet and I happen to be an electrician, I'd be like, I got this. I am not, in fact, an electrician, so I don't got this. But this person's like, no. I ruined this for myself, or I did something to make this more difficult for myself. And now that I am wise enough to see that situation for what it is, I know how to fix it, or I know what to do to, improve my situation. We'll put it that way. There you go. More spot, yeah. This is the Egyptian Tarot. What are you doing back there? Okay. Still have the Emperor coming out in the reverse. So this is how we know that this Emperor has not said anything yet. But there's a sense of urgency here because we have the Knight of Swords. This is the second fastest moving energy in the deck. What a very masculine energy here. Emperor in the reverse, Knight of Swords, King of Swords. I think somebody wants to tell the truth here. Let's remember that Ace of Swords that we got at the beginning, that's all about truth, right? What do I know that I maybe should have communicated? We have a message of love. Somebody feels like there is not a lot of time to communicate a truth that they really want to communicate. So this King of Swords is like, all right, how do we communicate this? How do we do this? When do we do this? Very strong vibes that somebody is overthinking this situation. Do you want to come across as measured and calm and Like you've thought about what you wanted to say, of course. But do you need to think about it and write up 35 different versions that you crumple up and toss into the trash before you actually send a text message, make a phone call, or send a letter? Probably not. There comes a point where your little meddling with your message is probably only doing you harm, right? You got to be able to know when to call it. For those of you that understand the joys and hell of being an artist, one of the most important things to decide is, am I done? Did I finish? Is that painting done? Is that writing done? Is that chapter done? Is that picture edited enough, right? Like, when do you stop editing yourself? This person needs to stop editing themselves, okay? You got it. You figured it out. You just need to like have that ability to say, that's the one. That's the message. Oh, excuse me. Can I have that? Thank you. I landed right on Hambone's tail. Okay, this is interesting. So I just said it landed on his tail. And as I looked at the judgment card, I saw like a flip of a coin, like somebody's doing the heads or tails thing. Do I contact this person today? Okay, looks like it's tomorrow. Sometimes those little signs are really helpful, right? But we also have to be able to know when it's time to leave those tricks to the side and focus on our intuition. Okay, I know I need to communicate this. I know I need to probably be honest that I might be procrastinating on something here and just go for it, right? Hello, Miss Joanna. How are you doing? Yes, no is a complete sentence. That is correct. Very good insight, too. So, this person, they're trying to make that decision, right? Ten of Wands seems to underscore the idea that there is limited time here. We have the Sun. It's like, out with it. If you're going to say something, say what you got to say. The Chariot. We had the Chariot in the pre-shuffle. We also had the Three of Cups in the pre-shuffle, and here we have it in the reverse. This is good. This means somebody is moving quickly away from somebody they've determined is not right. Remember the Post Malone song, Chemical, right? We have somebody that realizes I can't keep justifying this relationship because the sex is good or because it's easy for me to fall back into this. Someday, somehow, I'm going to get the strength to, because who's in this chariot? That's the Emperor. I'm going to get the strength to say what I need to say and be done with this negative influence in my life or this kind of empty, vacuous relationship, right? Something that doesn't really contribute to my becoming a better person. Because I don't know about you, but there are all sorts of relationships you can have out there, you guys. Online dating makes that pretty easy. You are the one that gets to decide what kinds of relationships are worth your time. You are the one that gets to decide what kinds of people are worth skin to skin contact, right? There's somebody here who has a different insight now in terms of what kind of love or what kind of relationships they want to actually entertain. And there's a sense here that there are some boundaries in place and some communications or conversations that they weren't really looking forward to, but they knew were necessary that have been had. There is progress here, right? So if you know for a fact that the person you were thinking about hasn't had that progress, this might not be for you. But we do have somebody with the Six of Wands and the Fool that is taking a new path, charting a new course, doing something different, and it's because they've learned a lesson here. Oh, excuse me. It went right in front of Hambone. You all right? Yeah? You just trying to get in on the tarot business, yeah? What should we call your channel? Hermit Hambone. Patches Hope. Yeah, there we go. Lots of H's. We have the World and the Eight of Wands in the reverse. Well, King of Swords. I don't think I have to tell you. I think you already know. It's like the little timer in the kitchen has gone off. Ding. Cookies are done. Time to go burn your mouth. Should or get off the pot is what I'm seeing with those two cards. This person has a truth to tell or a truth to share, and if they intend on having this new beginning, this no contact thing or this avoiding a conversation thing must change. To clarify judgment, we have the Hanged Man and the Ten of Swords. I think this is somebody who made the right call. This is somebody who said, I know that I have been living my life making the more easy decision or choice and not necessarily choosing the more meaningful, like, connection that I could have, that I know I have with somebody. Hello there, Daywalker. How are you? There's an acknowledgement that sometimes you have to sacrifice something that you see as difficult to give up because you know or you acknowledge it's the right time to end it. Like, I don't think anybody enjoys a breakup. I don't think anybody enjoys romantic connections coming to an end. They're like a necessary evil, right? But you get to the point where you see the value of your time and what it means to waste that on a relationship that is going nowhere, that is really just kind of empty. You don't add to each other's lives. And you think about, or at least this person is starting to think about, what am I losing out on by virtue of spending my time in that situation, doing those kind of empty things, you know? Wasting my love on somebody that doesn't really know how to reciprocate it or doesn't want to reciprocate it. So this person decided it's time to end whatever this is, and whatever happens, happens, right? I can't control the outcome, but I can control how I interact with the people around me, right? So we have the 10 of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, this is one of those that leads or leans towards the romantic and the healed, okay? Not one of those vindictive, like your ex is stupid kind of things. Maybe a bad title, but you know, sometimes we need a little bit of a reminder why we walked away from something. This is one of those things that's more of like a heads up that if you're interested in this person, you know, coming correct. I hope you enjoy that in particular because of the title. Then you know that there's a chance that this person did it right, that they did the work, that they faced the issues that were holding them back. Because with the 10 of Pentacles, this is somebody who is ready to build a life. This is somebody who's ready to be that like serious partner, right? Partner in crime, if you will. And this Page of Swords this is somebody who has been inspired or seen things in a different light because of life experience. There's a learning of a lesson here, especially because we have 2 10s in a row. All right, we're going to go with the Metamuse. Three of Wands. Oh, yes, we do have a message of love coming in. Three of Wands, Princess of Wands, King of Cups. Three of Wands is, hey guy, what you doing over there? Is, like I'm waiting, but I'm not really waiting, right? Like I'm still being industrious. It's like, what's a good example? For those of you that work from home, when you're waiting for somebody to join the Zoom, but you're not on video, so you might as well like mute it and get a couple of dishes done, or fix your hair, or grab another Dr. Pepper. That idea of I'm waiting, this communication is going to happen, but like I'm still going to use my time. I'm not just going to sit here and be stagnant, right? So, Princess of Wands is also like the Page of Wands. So, we have somebody here that had some choices, right? I view the holding of a wand in these two cards as a direction, a choice, a path. And there are two others behind this feminine energy. There are two paths that she may also take if the other one doesn't work out. So it's kind of like, go ahead, shoot your shot. Like, I want to actually hear what you have to say. I will give you a chance. But just know that, like, this isn't like, I don't know, high school, right? Don't sit there and like compliment my hair or tell me my jeans look great on me. Like, get to the actual meat of your message, right? What are you wanting to convey? Because if you've been thinking about it for this long, you might want to be honest with both of us that this is something that means a lot to you, right? So this King of Cups is like, okay, I'm bringing you the biggest cup in the world. Look at how big that is. It's like if you wanted to drink 2 bottles of wine out of a singular cup, here you go. This dude's got you. He's got it ready. Just pour those bottles right in. But we also have a peacock in the background. And I like that it's kind of faded because I feel like this is somebody who was a little bit into that showmanship or that like braggadocious kind of life that has been humbled. This is somebody who sees things differently, right? Like this is somebody who, if they were given an opportunity with Charlize Theron, she's so hot, come on. He'd be like, yeah, that'd be a great story. I'm sure all of my buddies would enjoy learning that that's what happened. You're not trying to eat my lights, are you? Yeah, think about what you've done. Okay. Um, it would be really fun to brag about that. But at the end of the day, I would be lying to you and to myself because I'm already super into this other person. Like, this person has let go of some of their ego, if not all of their ego. I would think some of, like, it's okay to have a little bit of ego, right? You don't want to live your life by it, though. We have another Six of Wands. This is somebody who is learning their lesson, wanting to do things right. Whoa, what is this? This King of Cups has some drama coming from their ex. Is not going to be good. Because we have the Hierophant in the reverse. This is why I believe we have somebody that is an ex. Yes, the lights are blue now. Wait for it. Those are my choices. I decided to go with blue. Um, we've got somebody here who's going to fabricate a story, somebody who's going to try to manipulate the situation because they realize perhaps something they wanted from this King of Cups, King of Swords energy, they're no longer going to get because this King of Swords has changed their perspective, right? Because they've healed in some way. I don't care. No lights. Yeah. Don't go away mad. Just go away. Five of Cups. Hey, thanks. Five of Cups is regret. This person regrets not being able to keep the King of Swords. This kind of feels to me like I didn't treat you seriously. I didn't feel like there was any chance we would actually have like a serious love connection. So maybe I just treated you like a hookup. Maybe I just treated you like um, a 6-month boyfriend or girlfriend. But then you like changed and became a better partner for somebody else. And now I want to get back what I had, right? If you outgrow your favorite t-shirt, you know, shit happens. You can't wear it anymore, right? Sometimes you outgrow things. Sometimes you become different and it doesn't feel right to go back to that kind of connection, right? I think part of ascension, like I will fight people over this. Part of ascension is getting to the point where you don't seek out those meaningless, disposable relationships anymore. You don't need them because at the end of the day, people who seek out those in, I don't know, inauthentic, like kind of clout chasey, validate me, please, won't you? Relationships are for people who don't want to actually do the work, for people who aren't actually doing the healing, for people that need to be around other energy to feel like they're alive. Do you know when I feel alive? All the fucking time because I love who I am, right? You shouldn't have to be around other people to feel like you're living your life or to feel like you have happiness or enjoyment or like things to do. Like, I enjoy being around other people. I do. In fact, even more so lately than I have in a while. But I also really value my alone time. It's when you get to the point where you only want those authentic connections in your life that you truly understand the potential that the human connection has. And it makes those lower level bullshit, hey, I'll buy you a shot, you want a bone later connections feel like putting on a wet swimsuit. I don't know, maybe not the best analogy, but not desirable is what I'm going for. Right? Ace of Pentacles, Princess of Cups. And we also have the Prince of Pentacles in the reverse, which is the same as this card up here, the Knight of Pentacles. It's in the reverse, however. So we have somebody that got off course, somebody that had some obstacles. And you know what? Now our Ace of Pentacles that was in the reverse is in the upright. Just noticed this came out next to the Page of Cups. The Princess of Cups is the Page of Cups. So we have somebody here who has a new perspective on love. It's like somebody who didn't believe in love now believes in love. That's powerful. That's like, hey, I found a connection or somebody made me feel, right? Like there are people out there that aren't just about what you can give them, what you can do for them. There are people out there who actually want to connect with you, see your soul in all of its dented, brilliant glory, you know, like this person realized, oh, that there is such a thing as a happily ever after. Okay, feel free to make fun of me, but here's what I'm getting. Anyone can have a happy ending. I want a happily ever after. That's what this person has decided. Sex is great and all, but I know now that it's not as great as I thought it was. It isn't the main course of love. It's just the appetizer, or maybe it's the dessert. I don't know. So this person had to let go of a relationship that wasn't healthy, that was probably based on sex. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse is coming across to me as somebody that chose those superficial relationships, maybe specifically situationships or friends with benefits, to avoid losing their sense of independence. So they felt like they always had that control over themselves. They always had that agency. They just didn't realize what they were actually excluding from their life by doing that. So they had to end something that they probably perceived as a decent relationship, but when they actually started healing, they were able to admit this was really just about having access to sex and not having to, actually connect to somebody. There's that Fool again. So we had the Fool come out over here as well. We have the Lovers in the reverse. Eight of Wands. So the one that was avoided, right? The one that Eight of Wands in the reverse, we weren't talking to, right? That we didn't really want to say, you know how I really feel? I want to start like a whole life with you. I want to build an empire with you. I want to like come home to you and cuddle with my cat next to you. He's so cute. Somebody wants a different kind of life now. I've referenced this a few times in previous readings, but it's kind of like that Nicolas Cage movie, The Family Man, where instead of it being about sex, really it's more about money, but where somebody has to admit, this isn't the way to happiness the way I once thought. What really makes me happy is having a genuine human connection. So we have mature woman, lovers. It's a lot of love in this reading. And I think it's worth saying, I think somebody also during this process learned to love themselves, because there is, in my opinion, no higher level of self-love than holding out or prioritizing the standards that you have for that romantic relationship or that love that you have, right? Somebody was willing to put in the work, somebody was willing to become a more mature version of themselves for love. So that's a beautiful reading. I think I'm gonna go cry now. Maybe eat some ice cream. Hi. Did you want to say have a good day to everyone? Okay. You're cute. I hope you enjoyed the reading. It definitely looks like we have somebody here that has been putting in the work and the effort to become a better partner because they were inspired by how they feel about you. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you on the next reading.